Hi, how are you today? Welcome to Gaeil on spiritual subjects, intuitive subjects, etc. But today, of course, is the beginning of November, so we are going to be doing the reading for November. Just before we do that, just want to talk a couple of things to you about November. And we've had October where it's been a month where things can change in your life. This month in November is quite a powerful month. It's a month that is very much centred on you. The focus is on you, yourself, your life, your personal transformation. This is a month where you can literally change what you do, change how you do it, and become closer to the person that you know you are inside. So some of the things that you might find that you are doing is looking at the year, looking and reviewing how the year has been for you, how it's worked out for you, the people that are around you, the people that you're involved with. It's been really centred on relationships this year. And it's not just close, intimate relationships. It's the relationship that you have with yourself. It's the relationship you have with your closest people in your life. And the relationships that you have with family, friends, acquaintances. And we've all gotten together a little bit more as communities this year. So maybe your neighbours and other people that you've not really spent much thought or mind to, or that you've had time to talk to. And this year's been about spending more time just involving yourself in those individual one-on-one relationships. From those, you've gained more of an essence about life, people, community, yourself, what we're here for. Instead of having this crazy busy-driven life that we've had a bit of a pause. And in that pause, we have reflected, thought about, contemplated what's next. This month, November, this is where you actually start to focus more on empowering yourself and the person you choose to be. The best version of yourself is always the best, but it's entirely where you are at and what you can do and what you can manage. Whatever you implement for yourself, decide for yourself, initiate for yourself this month, you will be in a very strong position to start next year. So think about making a pre-New Year's resolution. Now, what do you want to see yourself doing in 2021, because we're nearly there. So it's just, I've lost my plot a bit because I got a little bit, something else came in there, and I have to tell you that it could be just, or could have been, just a bit frustrating, and just for a couple more days, a little bit frustrating, still around people getting what you say, miscommunication, misunderstanding, issues like I just had that moment ago about getting your words out, or even being able to say them in the way that you want to and need to say them. But I promise you that is coming to an end in a few days' time, and then things will start to flow more easily. I would ask you, or tell you at least, that this month in November, it's a really good time to look around you with the people around you, the people you support and care about. Just have a look at how much you are getting and receiving in support from those people closest to you that you have associations with, whether it's work, whether it's friendships, whether it's relationships, because whatever you are giving out this month, if you are not getting it back, it will really stand out to you. It will really make you feel, what about me? And why aren't they doing for me what I've done for them? If you are going through a troubled time, are they there for you? So there's a lot of re-evaluating, re-looking at those associations this month for you. And that's going to be very, very important for next year and what's coming up and coming into your life next year. So it's not a deliberate, I'm going to just think about me. It's that you must actually think about you. This year's been about one another. And coming up next year, this is about you, your life, how you're going to sort out your life. Next year, you're sorting out your life in lots of different ways on every level. That's in a kind of like material way, with your security and what you're going to do and where you're going to live and who you're going to live with. It's about unpacking things and sorting them out and simplifying your life next year. But you figure next year, you feature next year as an important person. And we will talk about that, of course, a lot more when we come to January. I had a few notes so that I didn't stray. And as per, I cannot actually read much of what I've written. I did write, just so that you know, the last week, no, not the last week, but within the last week and toward the last week of November, just give yourself a little bit of either space or time or clear space in the house, clear space in your mind, clear space in your life, because basically what you're doing is that you are creating that space for new clarity that is coming to you. And see, I can't even find that on here, and I know I've got it here. Yeah. It will also be a turning point for you in your life. It's a start of a new chapter in your life, and this is for everybody. So in some way, just kind of like make a note, look out for it, end of November. Don't know why I'm in January already. Oh, that's right, I was talking about it. So, but you'll have a new sense of clarity, and you will be looking at finding an emotional balance where there's not too much pressure, where there's not too much anxiety, or where there's not too much blah. Actually, you'll be looking to have things flowing a little bit better, and that includes relationships. So I said make plans that are personal to you that you can implement in January, and I have said that. This year is about how you relate, and I have said that, how you relate to a person and any relation and in any relationship. So your focus is being kind to yourself by surrounding yourself with people that will be there, will be interested in what you have to say, will actually be there when you're at your worst moments. And if you haven't got those people around you, you will be looking to find those people, and that's what next year is about. So on that note, we will start to have a little look at the cards for November. And before I do that, I just want to I wanted to put it out there to anyone that's out there who works in a spiritual, psychic, any field actually. If you want to reach people, if you want to share your message, your information, please contact Radio Kidnappers. They are a community radio station, and they have wonderful people working here who are very welcoming and friendly. So contact Ken or Jill and just say what you do and find out a little bit of stuff. It's actually not hard to just talk. Talk. So anyone who's got an ability, skill, anything to share, people on the planet need you. They need your input, and this is one way to be able to get across to people and get through to people. So Radio Kidnappers, contact them. Now, also, if you want to contact me, because, I do the tarot readings on a one-on-one, I do life coaching on a spiritual level. I do past lives. I do a lot of different modalities, which I forget to mention sometimes when I'm on here. But if you want to contact me personally, my phone number is 027 4166 545. That's my preferred contact details. However, if you don't have a cell phone, you can contact me on 06 844 7531 also, or you can always contact the radio station. They know how to get hold of me. So what we're going to do now is have a look at November and the specialties around November. This is very much about you as a person, and because it says about you, it says about new. So new you, new things, new ideas, new path, new inspirations, new actions and interactions. So let's have a little look at what we come up with in November. So this is November 2020. I'm just going to focus on the year as well. November 2020, it's been a big year. We're coming to the end of it. We've come through it okay in New Zealand, and we're still going through it. What's coming up that's nice for November, or informative actually. Good news, it's busy. Good news, there's travel. So we're all moving again. We know this already. And but there'll be a lot more traveling, moving around, feeling a little bit overwhelmed maybe even, now that life really has started up for us. We're into it already, been into it for a while, and it can get too busy. So this is just a little bit of a reminder I can see a bird bath. That's about the birds. We had something about the bees and birds last month, as I remember. Okay, so we're coming into the fact of the birds will need water. Anyone who's got a bird bath will just leave some water in a ice cream container outside. I know that the day I'm recording this, we have rain. However, this is foretelling for not just November, but perhaps further into the summer. It's the birds that need the water. So stay in a calm space, or find a space in yourself where you can just take a deep breath and breathe out. Mindfulness is something that you could look into. I think we've mentioned that before. But mindfulness simply is, in this essence that I'm talking, is take a breath and know that you're taking a deep breath. Breathe out and know you're breathing out and relaxing. You only have to do it about 3 times, but it kind of gives you a pause and a break in the chaos, because it could get really, really busy this month, and you might get a little distracted or a little confused and not really know, what's going on. Seems like, and we know that the sun's coming out because it's spring. I get a few more clouds around the sun. Definitely we've got the sun, we've got the sunshine, and especially in this area here where we are, and other areas out there. But I also get clouds covering the sun a little more often, and everything's symbolic in the card. So I see it a little bit like perhaps there's some positive things happening in your life. Some things are starting to brighten up. You're starting to feel positive, and then something happens, so it kind of puts a bit of a cloud over it. But the sun is always there. You just remember what that positive was, or what you're looking forward to, because you can still look forward to that. It's almost like ignore the clouds, because they will pass. The sun is there. Now, relationships will be quite interesting too this month, because I see people perhaps looking more toward what they are doing in their life, being more individual, independent. So take care of, like, turning your back on your partner. What I see is maybe turning your back on your partner a little bit, and just to be a bit mindful of that could happen. They might feel left out. But it also actually is too that perhaps some of you will just be more focused on yourself than the relationship for the month of November. Okay, so November 2020. What else have we got? I did show you that card, didn't I? And now I'll show you another one. So also this month, it's going to be interesting because there could be some decisions made in haste, decisions made and perhaps reconsidered later. So very, very important to kind of just weigh everything up, look at all of the options, look at the pros, look at the cons of whatever decision that you're looking to make, and consider carefully is the advice, because you will be feeling more, well, this is what I want, this is what I need. Still consider those decisions carefully for the ramifications and the consequences and what it's going to take to have what it is that you want. Not saying not do it, just saying consider carefully. This is any decisions around travel should be considered very carefully as well, as in where you would go. I mean, our borders are starting to open up. However, there's still trouble out there in the world. So try not to feel pressured about travel. What else have we got for? And of course we've got the lead up to Christmas, but we're not going to go there. I'll just have a look at what else have we got. December. I didn't go to December. Can I go back to? I went to December. I'm going to go back to November. Don't know why I went ahead. I seem to be going ahead today, ahead for. And if you were in my head last night, I got a whole lot of information about December and January, and I'm like in bed. I can't write anything down because, you know, my husband's asleep, so I can't move. So not always easy to capture. Now, sorry about the pause. There's always other things going on. True. Things clicking into place. That's what we've got. But we've still got some surprises. So November, based on what your decisions are, based on what you choose for yourself going forward in life, because this is about going forward, there are going to be changes thought about last month that will click into place this month, like activate. And the colour gold is significant. Now, I had this myself, that gold, I keep getting gold and gold and gold. It's the colour gold, it's the metal gold, so anything where there is gold, the energy of the gold, now gold is protection, so it's spiritual protection, planet Earth, it's wealth, so it signifies promise, wealth. It's the birds. There's the birds outside. Sorry, flying past the window. I'm a bit scattered today, sorry. It's just because of that miscommunication kind of energy that's going on. We will get through that. So even like little bits of money this month, just randomly coming your way, and helping you with some of the plans that you are looking to make. So any anything that's extra, put it toward a plan for 2021. We're looking toward January. You don't instigate it right now. You don't have to. You could if you wanted to, but it just says that you're likely to be a bit random about it. And I wish I could find another word at the moment. It just would be messy. It would be really messy if you acted on your decisions immediately this month, but it is your choice. So many things that we could actually talk about and discuss, and you can always look at the astrological, Google, YouTube, astrological, for your star sign aspect to November. That there are so many good sources of information, and I know a lot of you already do that. If you have anything in your life that has altered or changed in the last couple of months and you're a bit confused or not clear about where it's going, then that's also something that you can contact me about, because I will sit with you. I will focus on you. Before you come, I will make notes. I don't know you, I just make notes. A bit like the notes I brought today. So sometimes they come out like I see things that I did not write, but I say those as well. But it's to provide some clarity. It's to help make some sense and to understand the why, the where, the how, the where to now aspect of your life, because that's important to us. It's horrible feeling in limbo. It's horrible feeling lost, like what's next. We've all felt that with the world, and maybe still do to some extent. So if you need clarity, if you need simple answers, if you need to make sense of things, please contact me. And on that note, dear people, I will talk again to you in the middle of the month. Take care. Namaste.